looping hooks, kind of haymaker stuff. And if he starts doing kind of a straight punch situation, you probably stop and buy him a drink because he's trained too. So this is actually the first technique I learned in jiu-jitsu. I say like learn very loosely. I like a Cesar Gracie DVD set. Me and a buddy had really bad Taekwondo pads. We'd watch like 5 minutes of video and then go out and beat each other on the grass. This is the first thing I ever learned. So whenever you're squaring up here, if I'm going to block a haymaker, okay, the way I'm going to block, there's a couple different schools of thoughts. The Gracie stuff, they like grab the top of their head and do this. But a lot of the more fighting-oriented people, they shave the head and come back. So I'm grabbing the back of my head here. Blocking this whole side of my head off, so keep my frame nice and strong. So that way I'm not getting clipped in the ear. Because if I do this, if something comes in, my head's still exposed. If I just basically feel like I'm kind of shaving my hair, nice and tight. I'm just going to stay nice tight. Okay, so that's literally what we're going to do for the first couple minutes here. You're going to be here, and your partner is very slowly, very lightly going to throw a haymaker. Just get used to coming up and just take a little bit of a pump. Then he's going to the other side. So get used to just keeping your eyes open, pay attention to what's going on. As soon as you start blinking and ducking, that's when it's also getting really bad. So you got to keep focused. Just get used to reacting here. And once you get used to this back and forth rhythm, the person that's throwing the punch is going to start shaking it up a little bit. Go to the same side a couple times in a row. Make me think about what I'm doing. Yeah, just a little bit of a bump. Okay, so here. Just a little bit. Just get used to that little bit of concussion. Okay, and keep your eyes fixed. Yeah, open-handed. Yeah. So if I'm doing it to Daryl, just a little bit. Just get him bumping. Get him used to getting a little hit here. Okay. Real simple, but you'd be surprised how many people just cave. When strikes start flying, they start just getting kind of scared of it. It's natural. So we're trying to just get you used to taking a little bit of a hit. So get a partner, someone close to your size. Like I said, alternate. And then once you start feeling comfortable, have to start throwing them at random. So if you're throwing them at random, expect them to mess up a little bit. So don't throw them super fast. All right? So for example, if Daryl's on his back, actually, I never hang out in the middle ground. So if I got Daryl control, side control, everything's nice and tight, right? Put all the pressure down. So if Daryl starts making some space on me here, right? I start kind of floating over Daryl, but it's like this, not super far away, not super close, kind of like in this mid-range. This is bad for me. The mid-range makes it good for Daryl. So I'm either really tight, or I got a lot of distance. So I don't want to hang out in the middle ground. It's going to be dangerous for me. It's especially when we're dealing with strikes. So if Daryl and I are really far away, I'm safe. Okay? If I'm in here nice and tight, I'm also safe. Okay? It's when I hang out right here, it's going to be bad news for me. Okay? Unless I'm a super stellar boxer, but even then, you're still kind of playing. You're hedging your bets a little bit, right? It's a little bit of gamble being here inside the pocket. So a big part of the Gracie self-defense curriculum is either maintaining a lot of space and then closing it very quickly. So this drill, as silly as it's going to seem, is going to be really important, right? So when we're going to start out, I'm going to put my hand out, Daryl's going to put his front hand out, okay, and go to like combat stance. So this is my safe distance, okay? We got 2 arms lengths, okay? As soon as it starts to close, we're bad news. Okay? You don't need to do this.
Never give up, Daryl. Never give up.
Yeah, we're good. Yeah. So we're here, okay? So the drill we're going to do is we're going to assume that Daryl's the bad guy in this case, okay?
That's fine.
So whenever Daryl starts moving towards me, I shuffle away. Okay, if he starts moving away from me, shuffle. I'm always moving the foot first, I'm going the direction. That seems like super basic, but you gotta do that just naturally. If I'm moving backwards, my backward steps, and I slide. If I'm going forward, slide. I don't want to come in both at the same time. Okay? So we're just going to do this drill for a little bit. Daryl's going to be the attacker. And he's just going to go, he's going to move into me. Step back. If he starts moving away,
Don't worry about that.
yeah, just close this distance, okay? Then once you guys have a feel for that distance, take your arms down. Just get used to moving in and out with your partner. So then we'll switch who's the attacker, okay? Seems really basic, but this is stuff we got to cover to give you guys the right foundation for it, right? I got to really commit to it. That hesitancy is going to be your worst enemy. That's why we're doing these drills. We're getting used to kind of stuff flying at you, because as soon as you start kind of freezing up, it's game over. It's going to be really bad for you. So the way I'm going to decide when I'm closing this distance is going to be based on a lot of what Daryl's doing. Okay, so if we're doing the shuffle back and forth thing, a lot of times when I start making distance, Daryl's going to try to start closing it really fast. Once he commits to closing that distance, that's when I'm going to come in and start getting my clinch, okay? So whenever I go in for my clinch here, I want to keep my hands up. If you want to go kind of both hands in the back of your head, that's fine. Just get your arms up nice and high. If you start committing to a punch, that's when you're starting to kind of do this. We'll look at a haymaker next year. So all we're going to do is I'm going to back step. Daryl's going to start coming in really hard. Then change, you get in. Get your nice tight clinch. So here, get in, nice tight clinch. So whenever I lock up, normally whichever foot I have forward, my head's going to turn away from it. But whatever feels natural for you is going to be fine. From here, I back step, get inside nice and tight. So I'm in here, I got my ear locked to his chest, I got my hands gable grip behind his back, right in the small of his back here, keeping everything nice and tight. So if Daryl starts to wind up and punch me here, very easy just to collapse him. So the takedown we're going to do is I'm going to be here, step in, very tight close the legs, take this, the outside foot. So if I'm looking to my left, my right leg's going to go. Take it down, immediately go to the mouth. And if you guys hit that takedown, it should feel a little bit like a little bit of a concussion. You should feel a little bit of a load here. You should be going in with authority. So we're here, step, Daryl starts coming in, get in nice and tight, nice and low. So from here, I step in, pop in the mouth. So in a self-defense situation where average Joe below here doesn't know jiu-jitsu, that mount's going to be there all day. You guys are used to people going, oh, you have guard, blah, blah. That's not going to happen. Yeah, their legs will be wide open, they're kind of freaking out, you just hop right in the mouth, start teeing off, whatever you want to do. Okay? So the drill, we're just here, I got my hands up, my back, Daryl's charging, get in nice and tight. So whenever I'm coming in, this is happening fast, I'm not reaching around until I've kind of felt my forehead hit. So I'm coming in, then I'm wrapping. I don't want to go like this. As soon as I start reaching, a lot of wrestlers do this when they first start jiu-jitsu, first start MMA training. They used to be able to go and reach really far. That's going to open me up, it's going to be dangerous. I want to keep everything nice and tight. So I come in, I'm safe. You're always safe when you're nice and tight. You're going to be in pretty good shape here. Right? Make sense, everybody? Talking like that because I feel pretty cheesy. Anytime we're talking about a street situation, most guys aren't going to have formal training. They're not going to be technical. It's going to be pure emotion. And they're going to cock that punch back and really wing it. So people like a baseball bat than an actual, like a boxing hook, right? So the plus side of that is you see it coming. The negative side of that is it's going to hurt really bad if it hits you. There's a ton of force, right? Especially get a big dude, he's a little drunk, he's just really going to wing that punch. So you got to make sure that you're committed to this. A lot of this self-defense stuff is really just about not hesitating, just committing to your technique and following through with it. So you start second guessing yourself, it gets pretty rough. It's even rough if you're just doing like a light spar with someone, you start getting disoriented, and then they can really start laying it on you. So whenever I see Daryl lining up for a haymaker here, that's my cue to act. As soon as I see him cock, that's when I'm thinking about coming in here. So normally there's going to be quite a bit of distance. This is happening here. So we're going to be kind of at our 2 arms length here. Whenever I see Daryl lined up, he's moving forward at the same time. Yeah, just like that. And that's going to be my cue. I'm going to do that block we were doing before. I'm not trying to catch it. I'm putting it up there just in case. Okay, this is my whoops defense. So we got a lot of space here. Daryl starts coming in. Come inside nice and tight. Come around the back. All right. Daryl starts coming in. Around the back right away. Here, just turn it. Come back body lock. If the guy starts grabbing on you after that haymaker, he starts grabbing, you can kind of over my back, yeah. Just kind of come up like this. But here, you got the back body lock, you're pretty safe. We're going to do that drill a couple times, just ducking it. So real slow, and do it really slow with your partners. Daryl steps in, I step in, I'm changing my levels. Going low, here, looking here, that's our steps. Coming around nice and tight. Keep my head nice and low, small on his back. Hugging his waist around his belt line. He's coming in, I step, change levels, come up. Here. Okay? Do it really slow, really get your partner behind Daryl's foot, and sit down. So as I keep my back body lock tight. Now the trick is I sit this leg down, I gotta turn towards my foot. I don't want to go straight back. So it's gonna be here, come out here. Come up. Come in nice and tight. Let's put my foot behind, right behind his ankle. Okay, I'm not stepping on his heel, I'm putting it right behind like a trip. I'm just sitting down. Kind of follow his leg up. Look at my technical mount, by the way. You guys have probably seen this with the headlock, right? Grabbing it, grabbing the knee. The reason I'm doing this a little differently is because Daryl's not committing to a grip on me in the first position. He's grabbing my head, then I'm kind of free to start manipulating stuff here. But here, I'm the one making the decision to stay clinging to Daryl. Daryl would much rather me let go so he hit me. So I'm just gonna stay nice and tight. So I gotta keep that body lock in. Here. Protect him out, by the way. 6-7 foot in nice and tight, get your base. Okay? Whenever you do that, really make sure you turn it. Guys, turn it. If you pull straight back, you're not gonna fall on your face. That's no good. Poor girls can fall on your face. Wherever your fight's occurring. Alright? It could be a bar, it could be a Macy's, you don't know.